The point of this stream is I'm disappointed. Not necessarily in this person, in the actually might be the quality too, I don't know, but basically I did a post today where it was a comparison between like the three top producers, at least like name wise, in this scene because I know there's a lot of people that deserve their flowers, but I'm talking about like the most influential ones, and mostly it's because of Cardi and Yeet. Like the people who pick the beats, who are hot, like they usually end up putting on the producers because they highlight said talent. But anyway, the three people were Filthy, Pierre Bourne, and Benny X. And I asked, who is the top producer right now? And I already knew what people were going to say. And I was right. And there's no beef. And they said Benny X or Filthy. Because Pierre Bourne low-key like dropped the ball. And he could have been, I just tweeted this too, and I'll explain further. He could have been the Metro Boomin of this generation, because Metro Boomin even took like 5 years of a break. So there was plenty of time for him to swoop in. He could even drop a whole producer tape with big names on there. But apparently like the sample clearances, or not the sample, the feature clearances were stopping him. But if he just did not focus on his own career, and look, I understand he wants to be his own artist. And if you research into the history of Pierre Bourne, that's what he wanted to be originally, but he needed beats, so he made his own beats. That happens with a lot of producers too, because I feel like a lot of people want to be the rapper because that's like the fame and the glory, the riches. And it's like, well, I'm not trying to cop $50 beats every single time, so I might as well do that way. Also, producers get like the upfront money with the what's it called? The you know what I'm talking about, like the leases and whatnot. So I get it. And Pierre Bourne allegedly racking in $80K per beat. He could probably retire. That's probably why he's like, I don't even need to produce anymore. But he's got his own label, so I get it. Like he wants to be his own artist. He doesn't need to prove anything. However, I feel like he's fallen back a little bit too much. And now nobody really, like, I'm sorry, but after T-Lot 5, these projects that he's been dropping, Good Movie and whatever, like, they're kind of mid. And I'm a Pierre Bourne fan. Y'all know this. T-Lot 4, T-Lot 5, T-Lot 4 Deluxe. Amazing. He was one of my favorite rappers. Not even just like producer, but when he produces his own songs too, he goes crazy. But if y'all know the concept of jack of all trades, master of nothing, sometimes you got to focus on what you're really good at, so that you can become the master at that. And then that's where you're super successful. You can rap on the side. You can rap on your own beats. Just don't like focus all your time and energy and promotion into that. Because when's the last time y'all heard a big rapper on a Pierre Bourne beat, y'all? I can't even recall. Whole Lot of Red? Maybe Uzi? Maybe Young Thug? He was supposed to be on Whole Lot of Red. Like, somebody already took... Remember, he was Cardi's main producer, self-titled, and Die-Lit. What happens Whole Lot of Red? Well, he locks in with other producers because Pierre Bourne's on his own European tours and whatnot. He's successful. People are saying that he might be making more money as an artist because he has his own label. It's probably getting like, big boy money being the label owner and whatnot. And then also artists, like they get a larger they got more points in a song's royalties. So maybe that's why, even if he's less successful as an artist, he gets more money on the back end. And he doesn't really care about the fame because he already made that progress. But still, I don't know, man. Once you get the money, I feel like I go for like respect and success. And Filthy and Benny X have taken over as the top influential artists, especially with and it's not even like Benny X was, I don't know, riding off anyone's coattails. Like he was producing for everybody, but like the ones with Yeet, like he has his own sound. I feel like a lot of people are going to start morphing into that as well. Filthy, of course, has the more heavy metal rock type hip hop beats. He's got his own sound, but Pierre, like I just feel like it's been lost. Maybe it's because Rage Beats took over and he's like, man, y'all took my whole swag. What am I supposed to do now? But still, I don't even believe Pierre Bourne to be the top producer anymore. I would say in the comments, I agree. All time, I still love Pierre Bourne. Although Benny X's beats are amazing, I like him over Filthy just because of like the style that I personally enjoy. It's more like futuristic, not necessarily like metal, which is what Cardi and Filthy are on. Which is exactly what Pierre Bourne was on, kinda. It's just Benny X is on his own lane in that futuristic sound, if that makes sense. Like Benny X is more cyberpunk with Yeet. Pierre he built this whole foundation for everybody, to be honest. Everybody want to be a producer because of Cardi type beats, because of Pierre Bourne. Pierre had the highest peak, of course. Like Pierre has Drake placements. So no one is denying that. However, look at the success of, again, Metro Boomin, who never once, or at least publicly, tried to become a rapper. And then he has an album that's selling like 130K on its like fourth week. Granted, it has Travis Scott and like all the big features. No Drake though, but like, you know, Young Thug, etc., all the big dogs. But if Pierre Bourne just went that route, I feel like his sound might not be as mainstream as Metro Boomin, because his Metro Boomin and like Future really were literally the definition of trap back in 2015 and 2014, 2016 too. And then he got on Drake's beats, like, and even Uzi too. Metro Boomin was producing for everybody. I just feel like Pierre Bourne kind of he stopped at Cardi. Sure, he has like maybe one Drake track with Pain 1993, but why stop there? Maybe you made it completely and then there's nothing else to do. Metro Boomin for sure wanted some more, because he took that. He's going down as like one of the legendary producers of this generation. Doesn't Filthy rap? I have no idea. I don't think so. Filthy has kind of a niche type beat too, though, or type sound. Like, I don't know if that can go as mainstream as Benny X. Benny X, I feel like the cyberpunk stuff could go mainstream, as in like he could morph it more into a pop sound. And I'm sure Filthy has the ability to do that as well, but his signature sound is definitely more like Cardi metal, which just isn't like, I'm not hearing a Drake feature, or I'm not hearing a Drake song on a Filthy beat. So Benny X, if I was to invest in a stock right now, and I know that Silicon Valley Bank is collapsing, but I'd invest in Benny X right now. Pierre Bourne, I might short him. I might short that stock, because I've been hearing some of his other. He did like a Poland remix, and I'm like, bro, why don't you just make the beat for the next Poland? Like, everybody loves your beats. Everybody wants to beat your meat, bro. Just make some and send them out. You've got the name where if it has the Ayo Pierre come out here, that's like instantly 10K views at least. And he was charging 80K a beat. How much is he getting from a song? And it's like, he don't even got to do any work. He don't got to put any capital. He don't got to promote it. Just give him the beat. Put a tag on there. You don't even got to make the beat. You could be the ghost producer. A lot of people, like, I've seen many producers do that. Like, they'll get a loop and they'll get drums from different people. Like, they are the literal producer, where they take a bunch of different parts of the beat and they put it all together. That's where executive producing comes in handy. So once you're at that level, you don't really got to do anything. Like, it's similar to how Drake and all the big artists, they get songwriters. They don't got to make their own music anymore. Pierre is not Metro. I agree. It was definitely a strong statement to say that, because I don't think Pierre is as mainstream. It's like as trap. But hey, we never thought trap would get this far. And then look at Future now, selling like 200K. Although he did go a little bit pop. He had two Drake features on there. But yeah, Pierre did a Metro style album. We talked about this like, I want to say a few weeks ago or months ago, however long it was. It was definitely last year. But if he made a project, like just stop rapping. And I love T-Lop 4, T-Lop 5, but the latest projects, I don't know, man. He just like, it's just not as cool. And I feel like even if he wants to continue rapping, his career would progress so much faster as an artist if he continued doing beats, because the more his name is known through his producer tag and his beats in general, the more people will tune into his solo music too. It's like a funnel, a sales funnel. Oh, they like your beats. They're going to check out your other beats and the songs that you made. Oh, he produced his own music and you still get the money for both of them. Wow. He may be more talented at making beats than Metro, but he will never have a better career. Exactly, man. But that just goes to show you that talent isn't everything in the music industry. A lot of times it is connections. Actually, I'm finding more and more in business, it's not even just the music business. It's not even necessarily how good you are at anything. If you know all the right people, you can set up a whole business just because like somebody needs something done. You're like, oh, I know the guy and he's really good. Give me this, give me X. Now you go up to the guy that knows how to do something. Hey, I'll give you this. And it's like 10K less than the other guy's paying you. You ain't have to do anything. So same thing with Metro Boomin and Pierre Bourne. Like we've heard from like Yachty and the beef with Trippie, even though they're cool now, I think, allegedly, that Pierre's a little bit spicy. So maybe that's the reason why Metro Boomin is who he is today, because everybody loves Metro except for Ak. I know he's beefing with academics right now. But what big time artist is not hopping on Metro beats? Everybody loves Metro. I've never seen any animosity towards him. Who would I want on a Pierre produced album? All of my favorite artists. I want to hear a Yeet Pierre Bourne track. That would be cool. Uzi, Cardi, all the regulars. I want to even hear Pierre Bourne on it. Why not? Just do like a little verse, then let everybody else come in. I want to hear a Travis Scott feature. Has Travis ever hopped on a Pierre beat? I feel like that would be interesting. Although I don't know. Pierre's like not as dark, whereas Travis Scott's on the dark. Same thing with Yeet though. So I don't know. I don't even know if Cardi could really rap on I mean, I'm sure he could rap on Pierre beats because he has before, but like with the type of music he's making now, like it does not mesh at all. I'm sure he has the ability though. Travis on Watch. True. I forgot that he produced Watch. Okay. So we already have Kanye on there. Yeah. I mean, honestly, just think about all the artists that I talk about. All of them. I don't care. I just want to see Pierre win. I want to see everybody win. And I hate when people are losing out on the potential that they got. Ken and Lone on a Pierre beat. Well, Ken and Pierre aren't really that cool. Remember, they have beef. And Ken came from, I want to say, 808 Mafia back in the day. So not that the producer groups have beef with Pierre, but like, I don't know. Ken and Lone have their own producers. It would be interesting to hear. Actually, I was gonna say Destroy Lonely isn't even on that lane, but he does have rage songs like No Stylist, so he could definitely do it. I feel like Lone is just so versatile. Ken, right up that alley too, because his beats are already kind of in that Pierre lane.